quaint town of Willowdale, the annual SummerFest was in full swing. The air was sweet with the scent of sugary treats, and the sound of laughter and music filled the streets. Caitlin, Savannah, and Will had been eagerly anticipating the festival for weeks. They dreamed of indulging in cotton candy, playing games, and riding the Ferris wheel. However, the evil and hairy Aunt Terri, the troll queen, had other plans. She forbade the siblings from attending the festival, citing the dangers of the outside world. And Terri was a formidable force with a wild tangle of hair and a beard that rivaled the lumberjacks. Her lair, hidden deep within the nearby forest, was a labyrinth of twisted tunnels and dark caverns, determined to outsmart their aunt. The siblings hatched a plan. They waited until Aunt Terri was distracted by her favorite pastime, knitting sweaters for her troll minions before making their escape. The trio slipped out of the lair, avoiding the grasp of Aunt Terri, loyal but dim-witted troll guards. They made their way through the forest, following a winding path that led them to the outskirts of Willowdale. As they emerged from the trees, the colorful lights and lively sounds of the festival enveloped them. The siblings exchanged triumphant grins, their eyes shining with excitement, but their joy was short-lived. Aunt Terri appeared, her massive frame towering over the festival stalls. Her eyes blazed with fury as she spotted her nieces and nephew. "You dare to defy me!" she thundered, her voice sending tremors through the ground. The siblings stood frozen, unsure of what to do next. But then something unexpected happened. The festival goers, fueled by sugar and solidarity, rallied around the siblings. They formed a human barricade, protecting Caitlin, Savannah, and Will for Aunt Terri's wrath. The troll queen snarled and snapped, but she was no match for the collective power of the townspeople. Defeated, she retreated back to a lair, vanishing into the darkness. The siblings cheered, hugging each other tightly. They spent the rest of the evening indulging in festival delights, surrounded by their new friends and allies. As the night drew to a close, Caitlin, Savannah, and Will made their way back to the forest, ready to face whatever consequences Aunt Terri had in store for them. But they knew they would always have each other and the people of Willowdale to rely on. After their victorious escape to the SummerFest, Caitlin, Savannah, and Will thought they'd seen the last of their evil Aunt Terri. But the troll queen had other plans, seeking revenge. Aunt Terri concocted a harebrained scheme to destroy the town of Willowdale. She spent weeks gathering an army of trolls, constructing a massive catapult and baking a gigantic explosive pie. The day of the attack arrived, and Aunt Terri cackled with glee as she launched the pie towards the town. However, her aim was a bit off. Instead of destroying the town, the pie soared directly toward Aunt Terri's own lair. The siblings, who had been watching from a safe distance, couldn't believe their eyes. "Is he trying to blow herself up?" Caitlin asked, bewildered. The pie exploded with that deafening boom, covering Aunt Terri's lair and out in a creamy filling and crust. The troll queen stumbled out covered in pie and slipped on a banana peel that was mysteriously lying on the ground. Aunt Terri's massive frame came crashing down, causing a chain reaction of silly events. She landed on a giant inflatable unicorn, which popped beneath her weight, sending her tumbling into a nearby ball pit. The siblings couldn't help but burst into laughter at the absurdity of it all. "This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen." Savannah giggled as they watched Aunt Terri struggle to get out of the ball, but her hairy arms and legs kept getting tangled in the colorful plastic balls. Finally, she let out a mighty roar and accidentally inhaled a beach ball, which got stuck in her throat. The troll queen's eyes widened and she stumbled around, trying to dislodge the ball, but it was too late. With the final comical Aunt Terri, the evil and hairy troll queen, met her untimely demise. The siblings laughed until the insides hurt, and the people of Willowdale celebrated their newfound freedom from Aunt Terri's tyranny. As they walked away from the fair, Caitlin turned to her siblings and grinned. "You know, sometimes justice can be pretty silly." And so, the town of Willowdale lived happily ever after, always remembering the hilarious and unlikely demise of the evil Aunt Terri.